Hey guys, and welcome back to the Small Time Critic. I am 1/3 of the Small Time Critic, Kem.
Kem and Hashi.
And today we don't have Mo again. He's not well, but hey, thoughts and prayers, the whole works. No, honestly, get better, Mo. And
yeah, man, get better, bro.
We will see you when you get better.
In the new year.
Yeah. So if you don't know, get to know. Please like, comment, subscribe, and sort of hit that bell. So every time we drop something, you're aware. And yeah, man, join the team. At some point, we're going to have a membership, so you guys could join up. But until then, just hit the bell, man. Hit the bell.
Yep.
Yes, so today we will be talking about Leave the World Behind, directed by Sam Esmail. We've got Mahershala Ali.
Yep.
And Julia Roberts.
Yep.
Ethan Hawke.
Myha'la.
Yeah, and we've got a very, very brief stint of Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
Yeah. Has talk to me, man. What do you think?
I really, really like this film. This film, I think a bit of background, this was a book that was written during the pandemic and was basically a critique of the times.
Yeah, of course.
And it was really popular at that time. It's actually a book that I read at that time as well. And when I read the book, I didn't really see it in as a movie in my mind. I thought it would have been a decent kind of very, very short kind of like maybe mini series, if that makes sense, kind of thing. Because there's a lot of other things that happened in the book that weren't captured in the movie, of course, to save time. But I think generally I really, really like this film. This film was shot incredibly. They really, really captured the kind of the house and the way the house was a character in its own right in the movie and stuff like that. I thought Julia Roberts was incredible because she really acted the subtle racism so well, kind of thing. By the way, this is going to be a bit of a spoiler. It's going to be a spoiler.
We're far gone, man.
We're far gone, man.
We're far gone.
I'm already gone.
It's going to be in the title. It's going to be in the title.
It's in the title.
So don't go too deep because I really want to talk about it because again, just a quick one. This had mixed reviews.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like this. A lot of people didn't like this. Before I saw it, I saw a lot, some clips on sort of TikTok and YouTube about a lot of people found that it was too complex of a movie.
In what way?
I'm just reporting, man. I'm just reporting. And I found obviously I didn't want to get swayed by obviously people's opinions before I watched it, and so I watched it, and even though I didn't want to be swayed, I had it in the back of my mind. It might be doing too much, and I found at first I was being very judgy to things that I actually liked, and I'm almost telling myself not to like it. Ultimately, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Again, at first, because of like sort of the noise on social media in regards to it weren't really the scoring, the user scoring weren't as good as the sort of the critique scores and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, the audience score versus
the audience score. So with that, it's like I was a bit sort of, I had it in the back of my mind that there may be something wrong with it, but from when it started, I was like, okay, I mess with this. And what I like personally, maybe other people don't like it. I like a lot of stuff that people don't like. I like stuff that I'm not. They don't hold my hand watching this movie. I don't want people telling me stuff. And I found at some point in the movie, especially at the beginning, that there's still this unknown, and I don't know what's gonna happen. But I know there's something. There's an eeriness within everything, in the sound design. Like literally everything was, in my opinion, was beautifully done, and the way, as you say, Julia Roberts played that role so well. Yeah, it's almost like a loved character, a loved actor. Yeah, that we all love from what's the
Pretty Woman
and everything. Yeah,
Aaron Brockovich.
Yeah, and to be someone so like disgusting, but she's disgusting in her sort of ignorance. So she's unaware in some regards. Anyway, I don't want to jump too much, but yeah, I just found it was really well, especially. But there are obviously I've got some icks, not major icks, but I've got some icks. But yeah, I thought they done it really well. The movie sort of carried me in a state of suspense up until the point that there was need for some explanation, and I felt they timed that perfectly.
Yes.
What do you think?
Kem, I couldn't agree with it. I couldn't agree with everything you said more, honestly, because for me, when a movie succeeds is when it doesn't have to hold your hand.
Yeah.
You have to make decisions for yourself in regards to what you're seeing. And I just felt that this movie, in regards to kind of the way it kind of doled out exposition, was fantastic. It did it so well because it only gave you information when you needed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, I saw things in this film that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Like the shot of the kind of like the huge tanker coming to the beach. Incredible kind of set piece.
Because again, when you see something like that, I was in a state of like suspense. I didn't know whether, because I wasn't privy to the book. So obviously you have a bit more knowledge, but for someone like me, I went into this completely blind. So when that tanker came up, I'm thinking it could be anything. Yeah, it could be zombies.
This is amazing.
It could be like an attack.
Yeah.
It could be. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And the way how everything played out up until the point of reveal where we needed it, because I was like, oh, what's going on? And I was so caught up in trying to figure out what's going on to the point where we got to the point where, okay, I need to know what's going on. It tells me.
Yeah, and what's amazing is this. Sam Esmail took creative license in terms of adding stuff in. Like for example, the tanker, the plane scene as well. They weren't in the book.
Oh,
the Tesla scene was not in the book.
That's amazing.
So those are things that were added that really, really elevated the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, like that set piece, and also some of the shots, like of the beach.
Yeah.
And obviously the pilot. By the way, fun fact: the dead pilot we see is Sam Esmail. By the way, that's Sam Esmail, the director.
I had issues with that though.
In what way? Why?
It was just the continuity.
Is it? Like, the edit? I know, because it kind of goes from a wider shot into a close-up. That's why, isn't it? I knew, yeah.
Not so much that. It's just you've got a situation where he is supposedly buried. Yeah, you see the watch and everything. Yeah, and then the arms picked up, and then the next shot, the whole body's exposed. It's like, how do you not see that? You know what I mean? That was my only issue. But besides that, obviously it was.
I thought maybe was that the co-pilot? Maybe.
I don't know. One of them when he found the watch and he pulled the watch and then it was an arm and then it's like that was like come on, you would have seen the entire thing.
You would have seen everything around it.
Exactly. That was my only issue with that. But especially like the whole sort of like the plane sort of nose diving and everything. That was
By
brilliant.
The way,
even though I was aware because it was in the trailer as well.
By the way, great homage when you see Mahershala Ali running.
Yeah.
Running like away from the plane that's about to crash. It's a shot that's in a great movie called North by Northwest by Alfred Hitchcock. A great classic film which you need to definitely watch one day.
Okay.
But
I've actually got a question. Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
So, okay, not real first act, but we're in a situation now. Mahershala Ali and that daughter annoyed me.
Myha'la.
Myha'la, she annoyed me.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I don't like kids like that. I know she's an adult, yeah.
Do you know what's mad?
It's the respect.
Do you know what's mad?
I'm big on respect.
Do you know what's mad, Kem? Yeah, is in the book, those two characters are man and wife.
Oh, okay, so it makes sense now.
What's interesting is in the movie, because obviously I before, but like when the movie was happening, I presumed it was going to be man and wife because I read the book. And when it wasn't, I was very shocked. I'm thinking, oh, what's this? Are they lying? I was thinking, are they lying? That's what I was thinking. And I'm thinking the way they're talking and how how she's talking back and all this kind of stuff.
Okay,
that doesn't sound like.
Yeah, I know. So now let's get to the thing. This one, okay. So this is why I felt this was amazing because we're now. You've got Mahershala Ali and the daughter turns up to the house now, and because of how this was beautifully done, I inherited the essence of suspicion.
Yes,
I felt the suspicion Julia Roberts had.
Interesting, because I was complete opposite. Because I remember when I was reading the book, I was completely on Mahershala Ali.
No.
On George's side.
I gave the benefit of the doubt. It's most likely their property, but because of how Sam Esmail made me feel as an audience, it's almost like I took on Julia Roberts' prejudice. I took it on, and I was like, "Is it theirs? Is it theirs?"
This is so great because for me, I was on what do you call it, George's side and his daughter's side, and if not, I would have taken the view of Ethan Hawke's character. Yeah, of course it's their house. Give him the benefit of the doubt.
I have to shout Ethan Hawke though, man.
He played this.
He played emotions amazing.
Yeah,
but yeah. So in that scenario, yeah. Okay, let's take away from you. What are you doing? If you're Mahershala Ali, I keep forgetting the character's name, George. If you're George, and you know this is your property, with this sort of pushback, knowing that there's an issue, because obviously your job is to understand the movement of the world.
Yeah.
Movement of what's going on. Yeah. So you've got foresight in regards to understanding there's something going on.
Yeah.
Are you kicking him out your house?
I think obviously George's character, he's a good person. He's
person.
Like inherently like a good person. He wants to do the right thing at all times, innit? So for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, if I had his means, I'd be hard pressed to kick people out of my house. No. But my issue is, I am not sleeping downstairs in my own house. There's no way in my yard I'm downstairs in the basement. There's no way.
And they're sleeping in kicks at bed?
No. They're gonna sleep in my bed. In my bed. No way.
Yeah, no way. I've again when I sort of got out my sort of suspicion. Yeah. I was like, yeah. I'm not sleeping in no guest room bed. You lot are moving now. You lot
exactly. Yeah. What he should have done was immediately prove it's his yard.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as he proves it, bang. All right, you guys.
Yeah.
You're downstairs. I'm upstairs. Once this all sorts out, you know what I mean, we'll kind of sort out the payment, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. See, that was the issue. Okay, now listen. Obviously, I don't want to take too long on this movie because I really enjoyed it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I've got questions. So, with the whole sort of when we realize it was cyber attack and everything, even though I'm a man that I really do look into stuff and I try and educate myself on everything where I can.
Yeah.
And the beauty behind the whole sort of when the sun, when those attacks, the original attack, the blackouts and everything, and then you see the leaflets fall and everything, and even leaving the woman on the side of the road, and you're seeing these sort of stuff. Then, only then, when I realized, okay, this is not it's not like an apocalyptic sort of movie. This is an attack, because. Like these sort of attack it's been talked about for donkey's years. How to attack a major power. Destabilize them, make them turn on themselves, and then you're seeing all of this, but then it's not holding your hand. It's showing you, but it's not holding your hand. So if you didn't see it the first time, when it comes time for you to know, it'll tell you.
Just a great point. Just to add to that, this movie, I watched it twice now. This movie is it's so satisfying on a rewatch because you pick up on little stuff. For example, on the rewatch, the painting, the main painting that they all get framed in a lot in the house changes over time.
Does it?
Which is very, very strange and stuff like that. That was one for me that I've seen on the second rewatch. So I'll be interested to see what other things I see the more I rewatch it and stuff like that. And even like there's other stuff like after the kind of the whole Tesla set piece, which was outstanding by the way, and obviously I immediately realized, and then when you see what do you call it, Julia Roberts' character realized, outstanding. It was so good. It's one of those things where Kem, I wish I saw it in the cinema.
Me too. After watching it, I wish, because it's like the injustice of seeing beautiful shots kind of gone to waste on a small screen. It's almost like, okay, I think not I ain't got a lot more, but the daughter,
and the kids in general,
was really good. But that daughter, so going back to what I was saying, I love the fact when he started losing his teeth, and then I was like, was it radioactive sickness? You know, radiation sickness. They used to lose their teeth. Sorry, they used to lose their teeth and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's when I knew it was some sort of attack.
For me,
because even the sound and everything.
No, but that was Lyme disease, bro.
I thought at first I thought it was the Lyme disease, but I'm thinking, but
That's a symptom that happens. It's a very rare symptom.
Is it? I thought it might be radioactive.
No, it does happen
because you can lose tooth and everything from radioactive.
That's what's so interesting about this film, because you don't know which one it is.
You don't know. Yeah. And that was brilliant. And then obviously he was getting disorientated. He weren't coherent because he was now saying some crazy stuff. And then Kevin Bacon, meant to be a good neighbor, turns into a man on his own island. He don't care who you are. Yeah.
And then it goes into the misinformation and people kind of not trusting their, you know what I mean?
The system.
The system and their so-called country person, you know what I mean? Countrymen and stuff like that.
Obviously, that's the turn on each other.
Lastly, and it kind of goes into the distrust and how polarized people are in the real world now and stuff like that. Yeah. Because the world as it is right now has never been more kind of separated and more polarized as it is now. And it's a great kind of commentary on that kind of thing, because he has no idea. Kevin Bacon's character has no idea what's happening. Before this thing's happened, he's just spouting conspiracy theories. Yeah. Before this, he was friends with George. Yeah. He kind of built his whole house for him. Yeah. But now he doesn't trust him. You know what I mean? Yeah. As far as he can throw him.
Yeah. It was good. And obviously, lastly, how it ended with the kid, the friends. And
again, everything. I know people hated that. I knew when I watched it. I didn't even have to look at my phone. People are gonna hate this. I loved it because it's not a satisfying ending. Because people, in general, they want the whole kind of plot to be spoon fed to them. Yeah. They want to know who's attacking,
what kind next.
Because obviously we see a bit earlier on from that, towards the end, literally I think 5 or 10 minutes before that, kind of Julia Roberts' character and Myha'la basically basically connecting, because obviously they get past that whole deer attack. Not really a deer attack, but the fact that the deers are all there kind of thing, and they do the whole screaming thing, and they're proper like shaken up by it. And then they're trying to get to the daughter, and then they see the huge mushroom cloud explosion, kind of thing. And then again, what could that be? You know what I'm saying? But that could be computer systems, you know, failing. Who knows?
Hey.
Great film. This
great. It was really.
What do you think of the ending? Because for me, the ending was like, because again, that's how some people, like in terms of like disaster, and when things go really bad, people process things in different ways. So that daughter went into herself and said, "All I want to do before I die is watch the last episode of Friends."
and she did. For me, Hash, it was, if not. Very, 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 very closely perfect in regards to an ending, because I don't want you to. I want to use my brain. I want to sort of put the pieces together and say, you know what, okay, and I see where this is going. And guess what? If they told me, it wouldn't have made a difference for me. The mere fact that they cut off right there. Yeah. So again, they still haven't reached the daughter yet, but they know there's a house there. So eventually they're gonna get there, because they're trying to reach the daughter, and the house was literally the next stop. Because Myha'la's character was looking into the distance, into the city, and Julia Roberts was going to the house. So they're going to get there eventually. And that's just showing that we're in a state of emergency. Brilliant film. Is there anything more you want to add?
No, let's do our scores.
Please, Hash, give me SDC scores.
This film is a solid 8 out of 10 as you're ever going to get. Really, really enjoyed it. Again, I think this is going to be a great rewatch. Yeah. So I'll definitely implore the rest of the audience to let us know what you think once you rewatch it and stuff like that, and all the other Easter eggs that you find.
Oh yeah, I can't give it nothing below 8. It's that good. Again, those little sort of discrepancies, fair enough, I can look past, but 8, solid 8, and I will rewatch it again. I will watch it again. One thing before we move on, Julia Roberts cannot dance. Anyway, so guys, that was our review for Leave the World Behind. And if you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, and shout out to Cade. Make sure you give us a really good comment. Because I'm watching you. Anyway, guys, that was us. Leave the World Behind, and we will see you next time. Peace.